So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our conjunction video of the week. And this week we're going to be covering the conjunction of Sun and Venus in the 12th house. As in what happens when the Sun and Venus are in your 12th house of your horoscope. And I don't want anybody to be laughing at me for this funny haircut that I had to get at home from my wife. I think it looks stylish. It's just that I have gel on. And I don't know what's happening with it, but hey, everybody's in the same bad hair boat as me. So anyway, if you want to know where your Sun and Venus are placed, what sign they're in, what nakshatra they're in, all the other astrological details, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, include my books, consultations, and link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, where I teach everything related to astrology. So let's get started. So one of the ways to interpret this conjunction or any other conjunction, you can simply use the original sign of Aries as the ascendant and understand which houses and sign these planet rules. Now, 12th house originally in astrology is known as, the house which represents expenses, losses, and losses could be good or bad. It could be a loss of bad health, or loss of good health. It could be loss of bad relationship or loss of good relationship. Okay. It's the house pretty much of psychological undoing, where people want to self-inflict exile upon themselves. So here with Sun, Venus being in the sign, naturally a person will deal with several, confusions related to marriage and relationship. A person feels like they're in oblivion when they deal with their counterpart, where they, deal with, their spouses, their boyfriends, girlfriends. And the thing is, both of the individual, with this particular conjunction, both of the individuals are in their own oblivion. One feels like the world needs to be this way. They become very idealistic. And the other person says the world should be this way, because then they're idealistic. And these two could mismatch very heavily about their ideal world. And one thing you will notice is that a person will definitely have a romance in foreign lands with a child of an authoritative person. So whether a man or woman doesn't matter, you're going to have a romance with somebody whose father would be very powerful. Whether it would be politics, someone higher up in the company, somebody could be an underworld, father could be a police officer, somebody who's kind of like feared in society. And at the same time, the flavor of this conjunction will truly come in when you see the sign. Is it the tamasic sign, rajasic sign, or sattvic sign? That will make a big difference upon this. But one will feel burned in a relationship. You cannot go through life if you haven't felt at least one time being burnt in a relationship. And this is why with this conjunction, especially if Venus is combust in this conjunction, I heavily recommend dating before marriage. Let your heart be broken. Fall in love and see what it feels like to have that heart broken. Because if that burn does not come now, it will come later on. Also, this conjunction shows one will make great progress when one's children are born in foreign lands or children move to foreign lands and foreign places. And naturally, one's earning is strongly influenced by either foreign multinational companies or one physically moving to a foreign place. And especially for a man, you will meet your spouse in foreign lands, especially in an isolated place, a very confined space. Whether it could be hospital, asylums, monastery, laboratories, anything which feels very confined and enclosed, these are the type of places you will, meet your spouse. But, and especially in a man's chart, spouse becomes very extravagant. They want to spend money, sometimes even on things that will make no sense, but for them it makes all that sense. And it will not make a sense logically to 100 people, like why is this person trying to purchase this, but for them specifically it's the world. So if Venus is combust, spouse will spend mindlessly, and this goes for both men and women. And usually a person can have an affair with an authoritative person at work in foreign lands with this conjunction. Could. I didn't say it's 100% because you have to see the aspects, and you have to actually, most importantly, see the nakshatra this conjunction is sitting in. And that will give you a whole lot of better flavor about everything. And this is also a great placement for individual to work in, like places like UN, Red Cross, CDC, big organizations that are kind of like, smoke and mirror for saving the world, even though they're not. But it's easy to. Mark Twain said something very important. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they're being fooled. And I stick by that. That's why I stopped convincing people. But anyway, I'm getting off subject here. So guys, this was my analysis of Sun Venus conjunction in the 12th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. And if you want to know where your conjunction is placed, all the astrological details, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later.